Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Friends of the banner of Islam media. Did you know that Islamic scientists who were victorious during the heyday of Islam even had their discoveries still used today? Let's discuss who they are and what are their discoveries. But before you start, please click the like sign and don't forget to share and comment. And don't forget to press the bell so you don't miss the latest videos from Panji Islam Media.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
In the years 650 to 1250 AD, Islamic culture and the knowledge of Muslim scholars developed very rapidly and influenced world civilization. During the heyday of Islam, many scientific fields were initiated and became centers of world knowledge, such as mathematics, astronomy, medicine, chemistry, physics, philosophy, and so on. One proof of this glory is the existence of Bayt al-Hikmah, a place that is the center of knowledge. Bayt al-Hikmah has an important role and is very famous in the world because it was the first scientific and educational library that gathered scientists, scholars, and translators for study and research in the period from 829 to 1258 AD. During this time, a number of Muslim scholars succeeded in expressing their thoughts and inspiring Western scientists in the future. The following are several scientists whose discoveries have influenced the world, quoted from the University of Princeton website. 1. Al-Khwarizmi, mathematician who discovered algebra. Almost everyone in the world has studied the algebraic system in mathematics. It turns out that algebra comes from a book created by Al-Khwarizmi, namely Al-Jabr wa al-Muqabila. During his lifetime, Khwarizmi was known as a mathematician, astronomer, and geographer. He became one of the greatest mathematicians who ever lived and discovered several basic branches and concepts of mathematics. Some of his discoveries include the use of the number zero in mathematics, algorithm systems, arithmetic procedures, trigonometry tables, geometry, and the development of astronomical tables. World history has acknowledged that Khwarizmi greatly influenced the growth of science in general, such as mathematics, astronomy, and geography. Some of his books have even been translated into a number of other languages and became university curriculum textbooks until the 16th century. Ibn Qura, also known as Thabit bin Qura, was an accomplished astronomer and mathematician. Thabit ibn Qura, Ibn Marwan al-Sabi al-Harani, was born in the year 836 in Haran, now part of modern-day Turkey. This scientist, who is widely recognized as Thabit bin Qura, made significant contributions to various branches of knowledge, especially mathematics, astronomy, and mechanics. He played a crucial role in expanding traditional geometric concepts into geometric algebra and proposed several theories that led to the development of non-Euclidean geometry, spherical trigonometry, integral calculus, and real numbers. In the realm of astronomy, Thabit bin Qura was a pivotal figure who challenged the views of Ptolemy. He analyzed several issues related to the movements of the sun and the moon, and even wrote treatises on sundials. In mechanics and physics, he is known as the founder of statics. He examined the conditions of equilibrium for objects, beams, and levers. Al-Battani, whose full name is Abu Abdallah Muhammad ibn Jabir ibn Sinan al-Battani al-Harani, was a renowned astronomer, mathematician, and astrologer. His name is considered among the greatest Islamic astronomers. Al-Battani made significant discoveries in astronomy as a result of his extensive research over 42 years, starting from a young age. His most famous discovery was the precise determination of the solar year as 365 days, 5 hours, 46 minutes, and 24 seconds, which is remarkably close to modern estimates. He also found that the longitude of the sun's apogee had increased by 16 degrees, 47 minutes since the time of Ptolemy. Furthermore, Al-Battani accurately determined the obliquity of the ecliptic, the lengths of the seasons, and the true and mean motions of the sun. His exceptional observations of lunar and solar eclipses were utilized by Dunthorne in 1749 to determine the secular acceleration of the moon's motion. He also provided elegant solutions through orthographic projection for several spherical trigonometry problems. In mathematics, he was the first to replace the use of Greek chords with signs, clearly understanding their advantages. 4. Ibn al-Farabi, philosopher. Abu Nasr Muhammad ibn al-Faraq al-Farabi is known as a scientist who mastered several languages and various branches of science and technology. He lived during the reign of 6 Abbasid caliphs. Farabi made major contributions to science, philosophy, logic, sociology, medicine, mathematics, and music. His greatest contributions appear to have been in the fields of philosophy, logic, and sociology, and encyclopedism. As a philosopher, he is known as the second teacher, al-Muallim al-Thani, after Aristotle. One of Farabi's important contributions was to simplify the study of logic by dividing it into 2 categories, namely superstition ideas and thubut evidence. 5. Ibn al-Haytham, physicist who discovered optics. Abu Ali Hassan ibn al-Haytham was one of the world's most prominent physicists whose contributions to optics and scientific methods were extraordinary. The optical concept he discovered was the forerunner of the world's first camera obscura. Ibn al-Haytham is known in the West as al-Hazm. His book Buku al-Manadir was translated into Latin in the Middle Ages, as was his book dealing with the colors of the sunset. He discussed theories of various physical phenomena such as shadows, eclipses, rainbows, and speculated about the physical nature of light. He was also the first to accurately describe the various parts of the eye and provide a scientific explanation of the process of vision. In other sciences, in his book Mizan al-Hikmah Ibn al-Haytham, he has discussed atmospheric density and developed a relationship between atmospheric density and height. He also studied atmospheric refraction and discovered that twilight only stops or begins when the sun is 19 degrees below the horizon, and attempted to measure the height of the atmosphere based on this. He has also discussed the theory of attraction between masses, and it seems he knows the magnitude of gravitational acceleration. Ibn al-Haytham's influence on physics in general was highly respected by world scientists and ushered in a new era in optical research, both in theory and practice. 6. Ibn Sina, medical scientist. Since he was young, Abu Ali al-Hussein ibn Abdallah ibn Sina has studied philosophy by reading various Greek, Muslim and other books. Even as a young man, he acquired such a level of expertise in medicine that his fame spread far and wide. At the age of 17, he was fortunate enough to cure Nu ibn Mansur, king of Bukhara, from a disease that all the famous doctors had expected. One of his major contributions to medical science was his famous book, Al-Canon, which is known as the Canon in the West. Canon fi al-Tib is an extensive medical encyclopedia that includes more than 1 million words. This book has surveyed all available medical knowledge from ancient and Muslim sources. Apart from that, Ibn Sina also contributed to mathematics, physics, music and other fields. He explains the production of the number 9 and its application to the verification of squares and cubes. He made several astronomical observations and designed a device similar to a vernier to increase the precision of the instrument's readings. In physics, his contributions included the study of various forms of energy, heat, light and mechanics, as well as concepts such as force, vacuum and infinity. He made the important observation that if the perception of light is caused by the emission of particles by a light source, then the speed of light must be limited. Ibn Sina stated the relationship between time and motion, and also investigated specific gravity and used an air thermometer. 7. Ibn Khaldun, expert in sociology, history and education. Abd al-Rahman ibn Muhammad, or known as Ibn Khaldun, is known for his contributions to philosophy, history and sociology. He attempted to write world history, starting with the first volume which aimed to analyze historical events. This volume, commonly known as the Muqaddimah or Prolegomena. The book is based on Ibn Khaldun's unique approach and original contributions, and is a literary masterpiece of historical philosophy and sociology. The main concern of this monumental work is to identify the psychological, economic, environmental and social facts that contribute to the progress of human civilization and the flow of history. Ibn Khaldun's influence in the fields of history, philosophy of history, sociology, political science and education through his books has been translated into many languages, both in the East and West. So are you still doubtful about Islamic science and discoveries to this day?